bags were whore lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday Night Reviewer. And today I'll be bringing you the 1980 classic Alligator. So this is a Lewis Teague film starring the late and great Robert Forster. Yeah, sad passing of very cool actor. But yeah, I think this one has a lot of notoriety. This one needs a decent blue release, definitely. I'm rocking the double feature Alligator 1 and 2 here. The awesome Mr. Lasagna is the director of number 2. But yeah, this is a giant alligator film. I can't think where this is. Where is it set? Is it Chicago or something like that? I can't remember where it's set now. That's really good stuff for the review. Anyway, the movie starts. A little girl, she's got a baby crocodile, which gets flushed down the toilet by a rather pissed off father. Yeah. Then we fast forward a decade or so forward, and we have this kind of dodgy tech going on where there's all these animals that have kind of been injected with stuff, which kind of makes them, can't remember, even makes them grow bigger, or it makes their appetite larger, or I'm not 100% sure, but it does something that's not good. So they're kind of flushing all these carcasses down the sewer. And who's down the sewer? Oh, a little crocodile is now a big crocodile. Yeah, and he starts to get maybe a little more adventurous. Yeah, people going down into the sewers and kind of getting lost. The sewer workers are losing limbs and body parts and things like that. And that's when Robert Forster comes onto the scene. He's trying to track this thing down. Well, he's trying to find, he doesn't know there's a huge giant killer crocodile kind of going around somewhere. But he's trying to find out what's happening to these bodies and things like that. But it has this kind of rather unfortunate habit of losing partners, or them losing their lives. So he takes this young guy down to the sewer with him, who loses his life to this alligator. Kind of no one believes his kind of story sort of thing. They will think he's kind of full of shit. It kind of doesn't have the best reputation, I think. Especially because he's just lost another guy literally just assigned to him, and he's lost his life. But there's this douchey reporter in the hospital that keeps popping up at different times. It's a real pain in the ass. He eventually goes down into the sewer and loses his life, but gets some kind of photographic confirmation that people are not so sure, but it's kind of, the crocodile comes up at some point and very apparent it's a giant killer crocodile and they need to stop it. He has a love interest in this, who's Robert Forster, who I can't remember what her name is now, not so good, but yeah, she's into reptiles basically, and I think she's brought in to like try and figure out like, yeah, that there is like killer crocodile. I can't remember the link up, or she just their paths cross somehow, and then it becomes apparent that maybe this is a killer crocodile sort of thing, and then so she's helping him and assisting him. Spiky love interest. It's quite amusing that he kind of hits it off with her mum. It's quite funny. She still lives with her mum, and it's engaging because you know how Robert Forster is on screen. He's got such a presence, so this is kind of like balances really well. Like seeing how this love interest kind of just unfolds. It's kind of amusing. It's almost like a real one, not like all this kind of lovey-dovey. It's like already there's shit going on, but it's good. Yeah, like the guy that's kind of he's like this big money kind of guy, and he owns this kind of lab that was doing all this experiments. So he's kind of friends with the mayor. He's trying to say, nah, this is bollocks. This is not killer crocodile stuff. Trying to steer him away because he's kind of, maybe it's an inkling, shit, this could have been from me. And he's a complete douche through all of this. Like the mayor is a complete douche through all of this. And there's like this party towards the end of the film. And it's you're quite happy with what happens to certain characters at this party. You have this giant kind of crocodile running around. I think it's a bit earlier in the film, you have children eating in this. You have explosions with cars and guns, and yeah, it's a great laugh. Good, obviously, practical effects of the crocodile. I think this did have a bit of a budget because it looks good. The production is good. Very difficult to do like a 30-foot crocodile or however it is. Bad enough with like Jaws doing it in water, but like doing it on land with a smaller budget. It looks good. There's some like cool stuff where it comes out of the sewer at one point. That's always kind of quite an iconic scene. And there's some cool deaths, some cool chomps in bits and pieces. But yeah, I thought I'd do this one because obviously our theme week, partial theme week, but you know, our second week that we always do like labels. But obviously, we figured out now we're doing one is going to be labels, and then the next will be a year. And so this was the year 1980. Glenn BDG reviews. He's born 1980, but so am I. And I just thought I'd do something a little bit different from the 1980s. I've got some very, very big heavy hitter classics I love from that year. But this is one of the smaller sleeper kind of movies that I love from that year. Like I said, really hope this gets some sort of really decent deluxe release, which would be fantastic. But anyway, that's the end of my review. Hope you enjoyed it, and catch you guys next week. Bye bye.